I want to say how really touched I am. I've been here for about 4 years now, and I think it's wonderful that the Sun City Community Center puts on this wonderful Chinese New Year event every single year. It just shows us what a very close world we are together. With the advent of the internet, we're becoming very quickly a one consciousness, a one world consciousness, because we all know the same thing. Is that correct? Yeah. The information, you don't really have to remember too much anymore, thank God. Why? Because if you need to know something, you Google it, right? Google it. Anything you need to know. How do I do this? And you have a plethora of answers to that question. So, I just wanted to mention that. I just really appreciate being here every year, being with you, and being part of this wonderful celebration. Now, having said that, some of you don't know me. My name is Mitch. I teach the 3 classes here every week. On Thursday morning at 9 a.m., I do a bone strengthening class.
What did I tell you?
So some of you say, well, what is a bone strengthening class? It's for people that are worried about losing the mineral content in the bones in your skeleton. It's if you've been diagnosed with osteopenia or osteoporosis, or you just want to make sure you don't get it, well, this class is for you, because it's designed to jar the body enough to stimulate the body's energy to recover and repair and heal itself from losing the minerals in the bones. Now, the body is very, very intelligent. It's super, super smart. The body knows if you're not going to use it, well, why bother? Why should I support that area of the body? So if you're sitting on your fanny all the time, what's happening? Nothing. So the body will start to deteriorate if we don't move the body. So the key is to move the body. That's all it takes. It's just moving the body. Now, the government recommends you do about 30 minutes a day of exercise, moderate intensity exercise, 30 minutes a day, but that includes walking, doing housework, and it doesn't all have to be at one time. It can be 10 minutes here, 5 minutes there, but you need to move the body. That's absolutely critical, because the body knows if you're not going to use it, it's not going to support it. So when we do a class like bone strengthening, we just move the body around in such a way that we just stress little areas so the body knows it's alive and it needs to support it, and that's when the nourishment happens. So all my classes are really about nourishing the body, and there's certain techniques and qualities that I bring to the table to help you do that. So the next class that I do is called I think we call it Qigong, or it's a mind-body class. And I use a Korean form of Qigong, which I'm going to demonstrate in a few minutes. And this Qigong is actually a Qigong. It doesn't really matter what part of Asia you hail from. It's still the same thing. It's moving. It's a moving meditation exercise that's designed to help you relax and connect with who you truly are, your true self, your authentic self. Now, the fact of the matter is, you're absolutely perfect in every way. You're absolutely perfect. It's only the thinking mind that takes you away from who you truly are. If you get into the moment and get present with yourself, you quiet the mind and just be present with what you're doing, nobody has to tell you anything. You automatically know that you're perfect in every way. And that's why we do a slow-moving meditation type of exercise to help quiet the mind. You see, the body is always right there with the mind. The body won't rest until the mind rests. If you're late at night, you're trying to sleep, right? Your mind's thinking. You're tossing and turning and spinning and just going all kinds of different ways, right? Because the mind is thinking and the body's always right there with you. You can't go to sleep. Well, I got a trick for you. I guarantee if you take 5 deep breaths and you totally focus on the breathing, So that when you inhale, everything about you becomes the inhale. When you exhale, everything about you becomes the exhale. You won't see the fifth breath. You'll go to sleep. Because you're taking your mind away from your thoughts and you're focusing on something in the present moment. And that's why we do a slow-moving meditation exercise like a Tai Chi or a yoga or a Qigong, is to help us just stop the thinking and connect with the present moment, move the body around, and circulate the energy. So what is the energy that we're circulating? Well, every breath we take into the body, we're drawing in energy. Is that correct? Would you agree with that? Would you agree that we cannot function without taking a breath? We have to take a breath. So what is so important about the breath? It brings us energy. It's really, this is what I call a spiritual energy or heavenly energy that we're drawing into the body every breath we take. And we're connected to this wonderful energy that's in and around and through us. And it's not any more complicated than that. We exist off this energy that we draw into our body. Now, this is an absolute perfect energy we draw into the body when we take a breath. The breath goes into the lungs, it goes into the heart, into the bloodstream, into the heart pumps it around through the body, and it goes into the cells, and actually this energy restores the cells in your body. Now, if you're tense and tight, you're restricting the energy flow in your body. And when you're tense and you're tight, that's when you start to get sick and ill and disease starts settling in. And it's the mind that keeps the body in a high state of alert, full of stress, and you just can't seem to relax at all because the mind is thinking so much. That's why you need a slow-moving meditation exercise to help get your mind off your thoughts to get present and in the moment. And you're circulating this wonderful energy through your body. So when you move the body, what you're doing is simply opening up the energy centers. You have 366 energy centers throughout your body. And if they're tight and all tense, what happens? The energy doesn't flow through it. It can't get through. So when you relax, you release the tension, and the body automatically heals, repairs, and restores itself. So Friday at 10 a.m., we do the Qigong practice, and that's every Friday, so I invite you to come and check out the class. So in the class, what we do in this special class, we do a little warm-up. So we kind of move the body around, shake things up a little bit, and we do it, it's really considered more like a dynamic stretching routine that we do. And this dynamic stretch, dynamic just means moving, so you're just moving the body. You're moving the body in a dynamic way, in a circular motion. You're opening up all the joints, which you'll see as we demonstrate this Qigong that we're about to do. And when we do that, this just loosens up the body and allows the body to do what it does best, and that's repair itself back to its state of perfect health. And when you connect with this moment, you're already perfect in every way, and the only thing that takes you away from that is your thinking mind. So, Saturday morning, 10:30, is my yoga class. And we have a wonderful time with that. But getting back to that, see, the yoga and the Tai Chi have both the same components in my class, because we do this warm-up, and then we either, on Friday, we're doing this Qigong form, and on Saturday, we do a yoga, which is a static stretch, where we're holding a pose for a while. And then after that, we go into a guided relaxation session, where you can either lie down on a mat, or if you don't like lying down on the ground, you can sit in a chair. We use a chair pad in the studio, so you don't put holes in the floor. So if you do that, you're welcome to sit in a chair. But I invite you to do these classes because they're really good for you. You will come out of the class refreshed, rejuvenated, restored, all because you moved the body around a little bit and you connected with your true self. You got quiet for a moment. And by being quiet for a moment, the body deeply rests. And when the body deeply rests, you relax all the way down to a cellular level. And this allows the energy that you're bringing into the body to go deeply into the cells, nourish them and restore them, and restore you back to your state of perfect health. That's why you're absolutely perfect in every way. So, even if you don't do that, you're absolutely perfect in every way. But if you want to live a little longer, exercise. And that'll help you have an enjoyable, wonderful life. So now, having said all that, I'm gonna ask some of my students to come up, but not only my students, I would like anyone here that would like to sample it, because we're gonna do like a mini little class. I'm gonna guide you through it every step of the way. It's real easy to do. What I do is 8 forms, and we're just gonna do everything one time, so we're gonna breeze right through it. It takes a little over 3 minutes to do the form from beginning to end. So I invite everybody to come up. Sylvia, come on up. Junko, where's Junko? June? Yeah. Who else is here? Come on up. Yeah. Wanda?